What's going on, y'all, man? It's LA Rich, and we back with another video, man. And look, today we got the one and only Charlie Kirk back on the channel again with him doing a video titled "Charlie Kirk teaches liberal UC Berkeley students a lesson on accountability." Now, that's a big lesson that a lot of people need to be taught, man. Just hold yourself accountable and hold other people accountable too, But it all starts with you, and that's not something a lot of people do nowadays, man. But I'm interested to see what Charlie Kirk has to say about it. And before we get into the video, what I want to say is thank y'all so much for helping me hit 13.4 thousand subscribers. Well, you're up to 13.5 now. I appreciate y'all so much for all the love and support y'all show me every single day. It truly means the most to me. Nonetheless, we gonna go ahead and get into this video. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know some more Charlie Kirk videos to watch, or just other people that do debates as well. I've had some people tell me to do Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Candace Owens, numerous people that hold debates like these. And I know there's more than that, more people that do them than that. So just feel free to comment them. Let me know the people to watch, and I got y'all with it, man. But hey, enough of the talking. Let's do it.
Or my fault if I take it?
I think the question of fault is a wrong
my
one.
fault. It's my fault if I take it.
But
See,
what
I
are you gonna do to take it?
believe that people are responsible for their own decisions, not society.
Exactly, but black communities have been redlined for centuries. So families and
Wait,
black
so
men
black people are too stupid to know otherwise not
haven't
take drugs? Is
I
that your
said
argument?
redline.
No, that's your argument.
Did I say redline?
No, your argument is that black people are too stupid,
No,
and like drugs come, they must use them.
Exactly, they've been redlined to communities, and then
That's
the
your
drugs are
argument.
being brought into
No,
these communities.
I
they're being
believe.
overexposed to it,
So,
and thus they're more
first of
likely
all,
to take it.
so to your
Same
point-
with white people. So many white people at Berkeley do cocaine too, right?
So your point,
How
we
are
don't
they
have
different?
enough people in prison, okay? So
They don't have enough?
we under-incarcerate rapists, under-incarcerate sexual
That's what I
offenders.
said?
Average rapist gets 3.5 years in prison. 3.5 years. Rapists should get prison to life and castration. We under-imprison.
And the first off, when it comes to prison talk, man, I mean, all you can do is go take a look at the sentences, people that are being booked in prison. Look at what they've done, what they've been charged with, and then look at what their sentences is. You'll see people in there for the craziest crimes have 2 years and then parole after that. Like, I'm talking about a history of doing the same crime over and over. They will finally give them 2 years in prison and then parole right after that. Or they might even help them out and give them, after that first year, give them parole. Like, come on, man. I don't know how you can say that with prisons, that whole prison talk is just invalid, man, because it is very, very, the whole prison system in general is terrible. It is.
Incarcerate rapists, under-incarcerate sexual
That's what I
offenders.
said?
Average rapist gets 3.5 years in prison. 3.5 years. Rapists should get prison to life and castration. We under-imprison people. We probably over-imprison people for some drug possession crimes. You and I could find agreement on that.
Okay.
Not drug dealing.
And those crimes happen to fall along racial lines. So
No, they don't. No, they don't. So blacks
But the
commit more crimes than
FBI
white
has
people.
statistics behind both.
So
I'm Hispanic too. As well.
look, blacks commit more crimes than white people. Don't have to say it out loud. It's just the way it works.
No.
Blacks,
So then my question is why?
blacks kill. Why? Because they don't have fathers in the home.
And then
So-
how does that happen? We can't
Because
just stop asking
because
why.
right, exactly. The question. So that's a good question. First of all, it's culture. No one wants to say it.
How does culture arise?
Yeah,
How does it-
We can't divorce the
So
laws that we're living in for how we
we
behave.
inserted ourselves, the federal government in the 1960s, Lyndon Baines Johnson, Great Society Act, inserted themselves in the black community primarily, tore down the homes, put up vertical housing units like Caprini Green and others, and then we brought in massive government programs where black women married the government and separated from black men, creating this chasm where we subsidize single motherhood. Black women and women in general America lose money if they get married, and that's not right. So we
You see what I'm saying? This right here is a point where for the people that call him, that just say that he's strictly aiming for this racist type of point to make and everything. That exact example he said right there, that has nothing to do with race or anything. I mean, it's a dead honest answer. Even though all of his answers are that, but with that, you can't even say it's just him being stereotypical. That's a valid answer. It is.
black women and women in general America lose money if they get married, and that's not right. So we subsidize single motherhood.
And notice how he isn't just talking about black Americans in general. It's Americans. Americans. It really is. You know, you lose. It's always been said where you lose money when women lose money when they get married, which is why it's pushed farther away from being single mothers and everything. And in the black community, it's pushed even more. You know, so it's a real answer where it stems from. It's a very clear answer.
America lose money if they get married, and that's not right. So we subsidize single motherhood. 75% of black babies in America do not have a stable father in the home.
That's so ridiculous,
75%.
man.
Every statistic will show if you bring fathers back in the home, crime goes down, depression goes down.
Statistic?
Fatherhood.org, look it up. It's publicly funded. The California's government
Is that
funds it.
statistic based on marriage? On
It's-
marriage rates?
Well, it depends on whether there's a stable father in the home, right? So how they tabulate it, I'm not really sure, but you go to fatherhood.org. It's publicly funded by the federal government, by state governments. It's like the most nonpartisan. Yeah, just look it up. Fatherhood.org.
Man, this Charlie Kirk really said every point that you could. I mean, I don't disagree with anything he said. Let's see what the comments are saying. Pink-headed girl wearing a Hassan t-shirt explains everything. I don't know who Hassan is. Lots of people who don't understand taking personal responsibility for their actions. Trying not to explain anything to liberal college student is like trying to explain space travel to a fish. The audience you are speaking to does not have the capacity to grasp the meaning of your words. As a black woman, it hurts to hear, but so true. I've seen it all my life. I was one of those kids. 100% facts. I was 13 years. I was sold 13 years ago to divorce my husband because I could get more benefits with my disability than being married. See what I'm saying, man? Like, it's sad, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? That it's really set up like that, where it's being pushed so much for these women, these mothers, to be single mothers just to benefit themselves, and you could say their child as well. But I mean, in the end, is it really benefiting your child? You can say money will benefit them all the time, but a father, you can replace money and a father. Those two things are completely unrelated and just too big to be missing, man. I mean, and a lot of people who say that a father isn't that important in your life, you must not have one. There's no explanation for it, but you must not have one, man. I mean, a father plays a huge part in your life, man. That's a good one at that. But let me see the other comments are saying. It's sad we live in a time where accountability seems to be a foreign concept to some people. These students were not as misbehaved in comparison to the usual lefties. Charlie is getting through to them. Yeah, they actually were listening. That's one of the few things you can say. A lot of times the students he debates get a little hostile once it's a point where they feel like, okay, you're going against what I believe, so it's time for me to get hostile since you aren't agreeing with what I'm saying. So, isn't society responsible for my bad choices? Shouldn't everyone else pay for my mistakes? Shouldn't my freedom mean freedom for consequences? These and many more questions that the leftists use to shield themselves from reality. Yeah, man. Hold on, wait. So this last comment, we were just talking about this. If you pay a mother to be single, then why should she want the father around? And then the father doesn't feel like they are needed, so there's no motivation to stay with the family. Exactly. People value money so much in this world, man, and I mean, you can't blame them. But when it comes to a whole human and just how your kid will turn out, you cannot value money over another human, the father of your child. If that doesn't say anything, I don't know what does. Like, and you know, some people are too driven for money. You cannot tell somebody you will pay them just because they are a single mother, and then wonder why these kids are turning out how they're turning. I mean, it's just a recipe for disaster every time, man. But hey, thank y'all so much for helping me hit 13.4 thousand subscribers. You know, 13.5 now. I appreciate y'all so much for the love and support y'all show me every single day. It truly means the most to me. Nonetheless, that's gonna go ahead and close out the video. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And this LA version, I'm getting up out of here, man. All right, y'all.
Yes, I boost it up, but I'm not real son. Shooter ready, go they ready, blaze, they hit up everyone. Every time I didn't give a shit, I still ain't number one. In my pockets filled with money, bitch, like fucking.